Okay, good evening. This is a regular meeting of the Rules Committee. We do have a quorum, and we have no sign up for citizens' comments. Could I get a motion for the approval of the minutes of the May 4th?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Are there any addition, correction, deletions? If not, moving on to our second item, which is the revised automatic committee chair, members and chair schedule for 2015 through 2017.
Move approval.
It's been moved. Is there a second? Okay, now for discussion, because I don't know, I don't see any other lights, but I have questions. Everything seems to be fine except the memo from the city manager and Ms. Francelno dated May 27th. We seem to be fine except for the Economic Development Committee and the CDGB Committee. So we are going to have two members to volunteer to serve on in Alderman Burris's place on that. On those committees. Hold on, Alderman Miller and then Alderman Rainey.
Looking at the calendar, originally I had a conflict on the Economic Development Committee date, and I think I went back and forth and there was some confusion. So I cannot serve on the Economic Development Committee, but I can serve on the CDBG Committee.
But you can't do CDGB.
Correct.
I move to nominate him, to Brian Miller, to the CDBG committee.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so then that leaves us only with the seat open then on the Economic Development Committee. And I think all of us here now serve on it, right?
I nominate Don Wilson.
Second.
It'll show him not to show up.
I think he wants to be on.
Oh, does he? Good.
Oh, well, that would be
Excellent.
great if he wants to be.
Let's not nominate him.
Has he communicated this to you in a tangible way, or?
No, he wants to be on.
Oh, good. Okay.
I've never heard that. Okay.
Second.
Well, I do think we better check with him because having a quorum at the Economic Development Committee is very important. So we just need to make sure.
He did.
He did? Okay. Alderman Rainey said he told her that he wanted to serve.
This year?
Soon. Soon.
Not that we don't believe you, Alderman Rainey, but we're just going to verify.
Since Alderman Burris left.
Oh, since Alderman Burris left. Oh, okay.
And I've just sent him a text.
Okay.
Alderman Wilson had other obligations this evening, so perhaps he'll respond during the course of the meeting.
Okay, great.
We should probably vote before he responds.
Yeah, why can't we vote on it?
We can.
Oh, it's
We can
been
vote
moved
on
in
it.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That seems to then, I think, Dar, that would really take care of everything then, right? Because that was the only thing that was open on
Wally,
this.
are you going to tell Alderman Wilson he's been voted on to the Economic
Well, he
Development?
I just informed him.
Great, thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Who else isn't here? Let's see, what
Alderman Tindem.
else do we need to know?
I think there is a matter of the economic development representative on the MWEBE. Can that be decided at economic development, you suppose? Because I have
That has to be in the committee then.
Yep.
at the
At the committee level.
All right, thank you.
Well,
We'll put Jane on,
no, wait a minute.
appointing people who aren't here.
Did- I was going to say, but one of the people that serves on the Economic Development Committee and on that committee could serve in both roles, right?
It's my understanding that there's a requirement for an economic development person on MWEBE.
Is
And-
that person, does that person have to be an alderman, or is it one of the other people, or do you know?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't think you have to be an alderman, but I am serving on both and have moved
Well,
over
that's
to.
what I thought. So you've now removed yourself from that one, though, right?
Yeah, to be on parking and transportation, and Brian, I think. is
Brian
still-
has just picked that up. That's what I was saying.
Right,
And
but he can't.
But he can't, right, because
Madam Chair, members of the committee.
Hold on just a minute. Go ahead, Wallen.
It says that there will be a representative from the Housing Community, a representative from the Economic Development Committee, a representative from the Chamber. I know that this has recently been revised, so I guess I'm a little, as I'm reading this, concerned. Mr. Farrar, I don't know if you have the ordinance handy. My sense is a previous version of this said a member of the committee, so it could be any member of the Economic Development Committee. So perhaps it would make sense to refer this to the Economic
committee.
Development
I
Committee
think to the committee and let the committee
non-council
decide.
member or member who wishes to serve.
Decide. Okay, all right. Alderman Tindem, you want to finish up?
I will attend meetings prior, up until the time we have a new representative from Economic Development.
Okay, fantastic. Alderman Miller, I saw your light. Alderman Rainey.
Madam Chair, I think it's really a good idea in this case to allow for self-nominations when a committee member has to be on another committee. So why
Right,
don't
but it's like this is only, oh, I see what you're saying, on another committee.
we'll
But if
just
it's-
let the Economic Development Committee deal with it.
Absolutely right. That's what we just decided, that we would have the committee make that decision. Okay?
Yep.
All
Move
right.
approval of that.
Okey dokey. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. The only thing that we're going to add now is Alderman Miller will serve on CDGB. And we are waiting to hear back from Alderman Wilson, but we think Alderman Wilson will do economic development, and then we'll be complete. Okay? And then we'll let economic development worry about its other member when we get to that meeting. Correct? All right. All right, moving on to the next item is the revised automatic chair schedule. Since people have been assigned, does anybody have any questions or concerns about where they are? Everybody understand what they're going to be doing up into 2017? Alderman Grover.
Just big thanks to Ms. Francelno for working at the puzzle of these committee chairs. It's really like a logic game, so thank you very much.
Absolutely. Great. Okie dokie. All right, moving on then. Plans for the city manager's evaluation. Could everybody take a look at that and give me any feedback that you might have? It's outlined in terms of where the committee, or the subcommittee, is recommending. Alderman Rainey.
I just want to tell you how much I appreciate those of you on the committee serving. Really, I know it's a hard job, and I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
We actually do have fun, don't we?
Oh,
Any questions about the recommendations? Alderman Grover.
So, Madam Chair, I think the only thing that we wanted to do was to settle a date for our evaluation, our closed session evaluation of the city manager. And we had set aside, when we did our schedule of city council meetings, July 20th, which is the third Monday, for that purpose. So it's already there on the calendar, but if there's any chance that we could do it earlier than that, that might be a good idea.
Okay, that's fine, but I was just wondering if anyone had any concerns about the other, the changes in terms of we're not doing the 360, everybody understand that, so that, we can just make sure that everyone understood exactly what's there. Okay. All right, so we will look then at calendars. City Manager, do you have any thoughts about that? Do you think there's any way we can get a meeting in before the 20th?
Well, Madam Chair, members of the committee, I think it really is the council's pleasure looking at the city calendar during the month of July, the week before the week of July 13th. There is on that Tuesday evening an Arts Council and a Starlight concert, which is one of the food truck fests. So I guess that would be.
sorry.
Then on Wednesday, the 15th, you have the MWEBE Committee and the Lad Arboretum Committee. meeting. On the 16th is this Fifth Ward meeting and Parks and Rec Board. Go to the week prior to that, the week of the 6th. First Monday is Rules and Human Services.
Which is tonight.
That was too soon? Okay. The 7th is Zoning Board of Appeals and a Starlight Concert. The 8th is a Plan Commission. The 9th are 5 other meetings, including a second ward meeting. So I guess it would be perhaps the 7th, depending on the Starlight Concert.
The 7th, what, today's the 1st, that the 7th is next Tuesday? Is that right?
The 7th of July.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
July, I'm
So
sorry.
that is Jeffrey Bouzard and the Creo Cowboys at Leahy Park on July 7th.
Madam Chair, I think we should perhaps stick with the July 20th date, because that was something that we had established and put on our calendar, and I think it's going to be too complicated to try and find some other date.
And with Alderpersons Braithwaite and Wilson not here, it's hard to coordinate with their calendars on an alternative date.
Right.
So,
It shows the value of planning ahead that we did.
Okay, so Ben, you will receive this electronically, right? Dar will send this out electronically, and you'll be able to send it back electronically as well, okay?
So we're getting a separate file?
I'm sorry?
Are we getting a separate file with just the evaluation?
Oh, yes, absolutely, yeah. Dar will take care of that, okay? And then you can send it back as well. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions on that? Alderman Braithwaite just joined us. We're just discussing the city manager's evaluation. And, all right, moving on to the change name and charge of the Board of the Animal Control.
Second.
Alderman Grover.
just one more thing that the Animal Control Board, the Animal Welfare Board would like to change is to remove the secretary position as one of the offices of the board. It seems unnecessary given the fact that it's staffed, and I think, Mr. Bobkowitz, as you suggested at the board's last meeting, that it would be the only city committee that has a secretary. So it would be unnecessary to keep that position.
And Madam Chair, Alderman Grover, included in the agenda packet is the chapter of the city code that constituted, and there is no reference to a secretary. So I think it has a chair and a vice chair. We vary widely on chairs and vice chairs in the code, so I don't know that there's any harm leaving it as is with a chair and vice chair.
Okay, so then it becomes now the Animal Welfare Board, right?
Well, we would ask that the committee recommend to the city council that the corporation council draft the appropriate ordinance amending Title II, Chapter 13 of the code. So if that would be the recommendation coming out of committee, we would come back to the full council with an ordinance.
Is there a motion to that?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, there's no new business, then we could have a motion for adjournment. It's been moved and second. We are adjourned.